Right.
So what do you think of the service, Joe?
It was a little strange tonight because there wasn't much echoing. You know, people weren't speaking that much after the gospel.
Why didn't you echo?
Well, because I have that bet with you. If I echo, I lose $200, but I really wanted to. I mean, it was tough to hold.
So you did it just for $200?
No, I'm not getting
obligation.
I just don't want to lose $200.
I know.
No, if the Holy Spirit had hit me on the back of the head, like He does sometimes, and said, "Speak, yo," then I would have. But the Holy Spirit didn't hit me on the back of the head tonight. Yeah. I don't know. I was very surprised. Because people that don't normally say that much to me, they were being very nice to me tonight. After I castigated them for being stuck up, they have to go and prove me wrong. It's a horrible thing. You know? Now I have to say, God, whoops, I committed calumny, which I used to call calumny. Calumny. Sounds like some kind of Polish dish. You know what's the poem I'd like to do right now? And I always do it wrong. I'm probably going to say it wrong. It's only a little fragment. Shelley's fragment to the moon. Let's see. It goes up, I guess. Give Shelley the benefit of no wind. Art thou pale from weariness, from climbing heaven, gazing down upon the earth, wandering companionless among the stars which have a different birth, and ever gazing like some joyless eye that finds no object worth its constancy. I don't know why I like that. I love that poem.
Are you that joyless moon?
The first time I ever heard that poem, the first time I ever read that poem was in James Joyce's Portrait of an Artist as a Young Man.
Are you that joyless moon, not able to find your constant bride?
No. An ever-gazing like some joyless eye that finds no object worth its constancy. Yeah.
Come on, Joel, we want to hear about your ex-girlfriends. We want to get to the dirt and the grit.
I don't know. Haven't had many of them.
Now, if you prefer to give them pseudonyms,
I'm not going to give them pseudonyms. I'm not even going to talk to them by name. Listen, you find out after a series of unsuccessful relationships that you're not dating individuals. You're dating like some kind of typhoon or type or storm that keeps reoccurring. You know, and that's sad. This is the saddest thing about a broken relationship. That after a while, in retrospect, you look back and you said, I never knew this person at all. Not really. Not that you can never know anybody. I know people say you can never know anybody. That's bullshit. You can. But, you know, in a bad relationship, the weirdest thing is you spend so much time in a relationship to your sorrow, and that becomes your girlfriend. I don't know.
So how long have you been going steady with your sorrow?
Since I was 2. But the whole thing is like, one of my characters goes, we spent so much time, it was this woman in the story just complaining, talking about our relationship, that we forgot to have it. This can happen too. Yeah. I think modern people analyze things. Modern people have no endurance. I would have stayed in any one of my relationships forever. I'm a rut guy. I'm like the joke about lesbians, where they say the difference between a gay guy and a lesbian is that the gay guys, you know, They're always cheating and they never want to commit. And this, I'm not telling you the joke for now, but lesbians meet on the first date, move in the next day, you know, and they stay together for 60 years, that kind of thing. Well, that's how I am. I meet somebody, I like them, I could be with them for the next 60 years, in spite of the bullshit.
So you're really a lesbian going after...
I'm
you're
a
male lesbian going after a female gay,
that's right.
Gay girl?
I'm a lesbian. What could I say?
You're a male lesbian going for
I
a
really
gay
think
female.
in my heart of hearts. And you know, like...
No, come on, I really want you to ponder this.
I am pondering it.
You're a male lesbian after a gay female.
Why would it? Oh, but a gay female would like other females.
No. A male lesbian.
I'm a male lesbian after a straight female, because then she would like me.
No.
I'm a male.
She's a gay female in the sense that she still likes... Listen.
Oh, that she would respond to my female lesbianism.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right, I kind of get it now. Whatever.
Well, is
Was
that
that
true?
really worth the trouble?
Is that true?
I don't know.
We want the claims. I feel like this is like candid video. Is it true? You are a male lesbian going after a gay female. Is it true, sir?
I don't know.
Sir.
I think that I've often taken the woman's role in a relationship, which means I get dumped. You know, I mean, I get dumped more. Most men, I remember the first time I ever got dumped. Any man friend I talked to, they would never get dumped. And they would never admit they had ever been dumped. None of them. Even the most wimpy guys, like, no, nobody ever broke up with me, man. No. Alright, but, and then there was one guy, I forget who it was, but he admitted he'd been dumped.
That was you.
But then he quickly edited the whole thing. So he got dumped, but 4 months later, she called him up, she went back out with him, and he dumped her. So, you know, what can you say?
Dumper's revenge.
It is hard for a man to be dumped.
Now listen, I want to ask you a question. And you can't lie.
Yes.
It's the matter of to dump or to be dumped. We know you've been dumped. You're constantly an allergy about being dumped, but I want to ask you a very personal question. You've told me at least that you've had a dump before. We don't need to say names.
I've never dumped anybody.
Should I turn the camera off so I can remind you?
No, I never dumped anybody. I mean, I never
Hurricane Bertha?
I didn't dump Bertha.
You dumped Bertha.
I did not dump her.
Yes, you
No, I did not.
I'm not saying
Bertha
you dumped on her, but you dumped her.
Going out. I did not dump her.
You've never told me in a kind of implicit but cutting to the point terms you dumped Bertha.
I was hung up on this girl Jackie at the time in Unrequited Love, and I didn't give Bertha the full chance I should have. That I admit. And
now, to be on the other end, how did you feel? We've spoken about this before.
You know something? And it's probably the way women have felt about me being dumped. She was hurt. She was somewhat bitter. Alright. She still clung to me in some ways, you know. And rather than being compassionate towards her, there were times like it was almost like Madame Bovary's lovers when they get tired of her, where I felt annoyed by her, you know, and that's so sad. It's so sad. But I think what it is because I think secretly the one who is forsaking instinctively feels that this person really is not, if they're obsessed with you, okay, they're not really in love with you. They're in love with their own being in love with you, and with their obsession. So you feel oppressed. And when a person feels oppressed, the first thing they show is, besides fear sometimes, but oppression really doesn't lead to fear. It leads to crankiness, leads to frustration, leads to annoyance.
So do you fear you might have impressed
No, I feel that
women when you were in the opposite role?
Yeah, sure I think I did. Let's face it, one-way love makes you annoying. Nothing makes you more boring than being someone that still pines for that person and they don't pine for you. You're not even in the same universe, for God's sakes. You know, but I don't think that's the case with all the women.